Hey everyone, Alexander Matthias here from saxophonemasterclass.com. In this lesson, I just want to give you a quick overview of how to transpose on the saxophone. So I'm just going to give you a simplified breakdown of how to transpose from a concert pitch to whatever pitch your instrument is in. So I'm going to explain what all of that means in this video, but before I do, go ahead and download the Saxophone Transposition cheat sheet, which you can get for free at saxophonemasterclass.com/saxophone transposition cheat sheet. This cheat sheet is a one-page PDF of every single note in Western music that tells you exactly how to transpose for alto, tenor, soprano, and baritone. So go ahead and download that. There's a link in the description of this video. Now before we move on, please let me know what saxophone you play, whether it's alto, tenor, baritone, or soprano, or maybe you're trying to decide which saxophone to buy. Let me know in the comment section of this video. Also, please don't forget to press that like button if you find this video helpful. So first of all, why do we have transposing instruments? Why do we have different instruments in different keys? So for example, the tenor sax, which I have here, is a B-flat instrument, which is different from, say, a piano or guitar or a bass. Those instruments are concert instruments or C instruments. So the tenor sax is a B-flat instrument along with the soprano saxophone. Soprano and tenor are both B-flat instruments. And my alto and my baritone saxophone are both E-flat instruments. So when an instrument is in the key of B-flat, like the tenor saxophone and the soprano saxophone, that means that when we play C on soprano or tenor, it sounds the note B-flat in concert pitch. So when I play the note C on tenor sax, it's actually sounding the note B-flat on concert pitch instruments like piano, guitar, and bass. So when one of these instruments or other concert instruments is playing B-flat, you should play the note C to play in unison with them. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to play the note B-flat on piano and then play C on tenor sax, and you're going to hear that both notes sound in unison. So this is why the tenor sax and the soprano sax are B-flat instruments. When you play a C on these instruments, it sounds like a B-flat in concert pitch. So what about the alto and baritone saxophone that are E-flat instruments? Well, when you play E-flat in concert pitch, like on piano or guitar, that's going to sound a C note on the alto saxophone. So let me play E-flat on piano, and this time I'm going to play C on alto sax, and you're going to hear that the two notes are in unison. So as you can hear, when I play C on the alto sax, it sounds an E-flat concert. The same applies to the baritone saxophone. So if you play C on the baritone saxophone, it's also going to sound an E-flat in concert pitch. So now we know that C on alto and baritone sounds like E-flat concert, and we know that C on tenor and soprano sounds like B-flat concert. So how do we figure out the transposition for every other note on the saxophone? First of all, that's where my cheat sheet comes in handy. So make sure to download that cheat sheet at saxophonemasterclass.com/saxophone transposition cheat sheet. But there's also a way to figure out transposition using half steps and whole steps. Now I go into a lot more detail on half steps and whole steps in my video Major Scales Explained, and there's a link to that in the description of this video. But I'm going to explain to you now how this applies to transposition. So you know that B-flat concert equals C on tenor sax and soprano sax. Well, C is two half steps above B-flat. So in order to find the transposition of any note, all we do is go two half steps above the note that is being played in concert pitch. So let me give you another example. Let's say we're playing the note D in concert pitch. So your friend is playing D on piano, or they're playing D on the guitar or on the bass. Well, you need to play two half steps above D to play the right note on the tenor sax or soprano sax. So two half steps above D is E. We go two half steps up from D. D sharp and then E. They're the two next notes in the chromatic scale. So in order to transpose for B-flat instruments, all we have to do is go up two half steps or a whole step. So let's say our friend is playing F concert on piano. We're going to be playing the note G on tenor sax. We go up two half steps. We go up to F sharp, which is one half step, and then we go up to G, which is two half steps. This is also a whole step. So this applies to every single note in Western music. You can pick any of the 12 notes and you can figure out how to transpose for tenor saxophone by going up 2 half steps or 1 whole step. So how does this work for alto saxophone and baritone saxophone? Well, like I said, if you play E flat in concert, that's going to sound like a C on alto saxophone or baritone saxophone. So the distance between E flat and C is 3 half steps. This time we go down 3 half steps as opposed to up 3 half steps. So we're playing E flat concert and we're transposing downwards to get the right note on alto sax. We're going E flat to D, which is 1 half step, D to D flat, which is 2 half steps, D flat to C, which is 3 half steps. And you can use this technique on any single note in Western music. So let's say your friend now is playing G on piano. We can figure out what to play on alto sax by going down 3 half steps. We go from G down to F sharp, 1 half step, down to F, which is a 2nd half step, and then finally E, which is a 3rd half step. And that's how you find the transposition note on alto or baritone saxophone. If your friend is playing piano, guitar, bass, or any of the instruments that play concert pitch, you just go 3 half steps downwards from the note they're playing in order to find the correct note for alto saxophone or baritone saxophone. So as you can see, it's really important to know your chromatic scale so you can go up or down to the correct note that you should be playing on the saxophone that you're using. And I do have another video of all the fingerings on saxophone that go through each fingering one by one chromatically. And this is a great video to watch so you can learn all the chromatic notes on the saxophone and be able to transpose from concert pitch. So check that out, there's a link in the description of this video. Now remember, if you want to get more in depth into how to play the saxophone, how to improve your tone, how to improve your technique, and much more, check out saxophonemasterclass.com, where I have over 300 videos and counting on all of these different techniques that take you through everything step by step. In the meantime, if you're looking for more free lessons, I have a ton of content on my YouTube channel, including beginner lessons on how to position your embouchure, how to play your first notes, how to breathe while you're playing the saxophone, and many more. So please press that subscribe button and make sure to press that notifications button as well so you can be notified of every new upload I put on the channel. I really hope you found this video helpful. Remember to smash that like button if you did, and until next time, happy playing.